Well, I bought a project truck. This is me not wanting to spend 70, 80, $100,000 on a truck for work. Have to forgive the background noise. I'm at the shop, so got somebody working. But it's a 2000. Obviously, the paint is roached, but it had good tires on it. It's got Toyo Open Countries. I'll probably run them until they quit, and then I'll replace them with something else that's not 1250s. But it's not in horrible shape. It's a 2000, of course. The body's straight on it. I mean, there's a dent back here, and it's got a 5-inch exhaust. Bed has a bed liner of sorts. Tailgate is tailgated. Excuse my junk everywhere. I'm working on stuff, but overall, it's not horrible. I gave 9,000 for it. It's got 219,000 miles on it. Got the Cummins in it, obviously. 4-wheel drive. Interior, I like the interior. He said he replaced the carpet on it, but as far as the interior goes, it's not all tore to pieces. The seat is worn, but it's not busting apart. They replaced the dash on it, but they didn't do a good job at replacing the dash on it, because I guess all the bolts that were in it went in the, Frodis bolts. Frodis crap in the trash. These door seals. The back seat is in good shape as well. This is my transmission stuff. I went with an automatic because, well, they were a little bit easier to find. I'm not really happy with the automatic, but I figure if I spent money on like an ATS or a Randy's transmission or somebody's built transmission, that I should have something that it can pull. It's not in really bad shape, but I wanted to have something to, like I said, I didn't want to spend $80,000 on a work truck, especially the new ones. They're not selling me on these new ones. They don't have like a bigger turbo or a VHF filter or some aftermarket filter. It doesn't have any tuners on it, intakes, none of that stuff. The only thing is it's got an amp and all that doo-doo, and subwoofers, which I'm probably just going to rip out and sell off to somebody or give away or whatever. I don't need boom boom, but it's not a bad truck. Yeah, I've driven it for about a week and a half now. It does good. It's got the typical Dodge things, the front end wobble, and that's what I'm actually working on right now. Is I'm going to replace all that with. I have Synergy parts to go on here, and then I have the what do they call that, the conversion bracket that I'm going to put on there. And I also have, I don't have it, they haven't sent it yet, but it's actually the spindle support that goes on your spindle, and it has that extension that goes across your frame or something like that, and it holds your gearbox. I figured if I was going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get end links for sure, and it probably could use some new shocks. Those look like they've been through World War III. But so that's what I'm working on today. I'm going to try and get this stuff in there and see how far I can go before I lose interest, and then take the other truck home. But yeah, that's the project. But heck, I figured if I spent, you know, say an ATS transmission, the stage 2 was like, I've seen anywhere from 5,500 to $7,000, I guess. And then you say the engine is good, don't have to do anything to the engine, then but I don't know what I'm gonna do to the engine. I might just leave it alone. I got a gauge pod set ordered for it to go in so I can monitor all the stuff. I just got the stock lift pump on it, and it's garbage because he's got a fuel pressure gauge over here and it's showing like 8 pounds. So I'm gonna ditch that because I've been down the VP pump road before, dead pedal and all that good crap. So I'm gonna get rid of that manufacturer turd, and so I got a fast ordered to put on here. And what the heck else did I order? I got the gauge pod fast. I looked for a mechanical pump because my O2 that I used to have had a mechanical pump on it. It was the Glacier diesel, and I want to say I paid right at what Fast and Air Dog were going for back then, which were around what, $500-600, something like that, maybe 700. And I picked that up and put that on there, and it actually mounted to the front of the engine, and it was a mechanical pump that ran off a belt. I had no problems out of it, so I was kind of looking at getting one of those again, but they really like the price. They really like those. They're $1,300 is what I saw from like Glacier diesel. And I thought, yeah, no, I'm not paying double. And besides, I got a 2016, excuse me, I got a 2016, and it's got an electric fuel pump on it. I got 240,000 miles on it. And I have had no issues out of it. So if Fast claims that theirs has a 1,000,000-mile motor on it, then if I get 250, 300,000 out of it, I'll be happy. I'm not expecting a lifetime pump. Even a mechanical pump will wear out eventually. But yeah, so this is the new to me Dodge. She's gonna need some love, but she goes back and forth, point A to point B, right? And $9,000 is better than $80,000. It's got a good radio in it, and it clanks and clangs like a Dodge does, and bounces down the road. But my other truck's a 4500, so this is kind of a little bit better. It's not quite as good as the F-150, but that thing, I spend more time working on that pile of junk than I do anything else. And I own a Mini. So, but yeah, that's the new project truck. I'm gonna try and get some of this stuff filmed and put it up there. Things I find. Cut this off here, but I just wanted to show. Oh, I replaced the headlights on it because the other ones you couldn't see out of them. They were worse than a jug of milk. And these are all right, but the bulbs that came in them are crap. I think they're just a stock, like halogen bulbs they call for, and like holding 2 candles out in front of you, which is actually better than what I had when they were all fogged up, but not much. I drove it in this morning. It was kind of like, wow. On my 4500, I have sea light bulbs, and I want to say they're like 15,000 lumens or something. I call them my landing lights because when you turn them on, they're just bright. And maybe I've gotten used to that. But anyhow, yeah, so here's the new project, and I'll show you more as we go along. Got lots of work to do on her. Last thing will be the paint, which I'm thinking I'll probably stick with the same burgundy color with I'll probably do a rock guard on the bottom, just some spray on bed liner stuff. Probably do it myself because I don't want to pay out the wazoo for it. But anyhow, look forward to doing more projects if I don't get too lazy to actually make videos. But thanks for watching, and y'all take care.